Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her About page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list, you will be added when you join. If there is no space, you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy.
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Chakra, hello everyone. Hi Phantom, hi Jay, welcome. Hi Vibing Life, welcome. Hello everyone. Hi Grand Central, hello. Hi Dylan. Hello everyone, welcome. Hi Nella, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you, thank you. Hi Fine, how's it going? Hi Philia, hi MMC, welcome. Hi hello. Hi Dr. Fizza. Hi Gentle Soul, welcome. Hi Moonchild. Hi King Baldwin, hello, welcome. How's everyone? Hi Faiza, hello Fatima, welcome. Hi Kath, hi Koala, hi Philia, welcome. Hi Lucky, welcome. Hi Gentle Soul. Hello everyone, Nature Heart, welcome. Hi Ayana and Fire Queen, hello, welcome. Hello everyone. Tonight is theme night, so the theme is career readings. If you want a career reading, it's about your current situation, what's slowing your progress, hidden strengths or opportunities that you don't see coming towards you in your career, actions to take or best next steps forward, and the best results to follow moving forward. If anyone's new here, you want to join the list, it is !join with no spaces in between, followed by your question. Yeah. If you end up in the lounge, Nightbot choose people at random. You put onto the free list. Nightbot's not a person, it's just a program to keep track of the list. If you're on the free list, I do your reading if you're here or not. So if you go away and come back in an !position, or exclamation mark timestamps to see where your reading is. Also put your timestamps in the comments after the live. I will do a disclaimer in the description if you want to check that out. I'll switch the screen so we can get started. There we go. Nella, let's see for Nella. I got today new 2 job offers. Woohoo! That's exciting. But I think I would accept on okay, so today Nella got 2 new job offers, but thinks they'd accept on Island K. Can you check what I can expect if I accept? Let's see for Nella. Any spirit guides, ancestors, names, or Fae? What can Nella expect if she accepts the On Island? Okay. The King of Pentacles. So I feel like you will take that action, right? The King of Pentacles. I feel like you have a good idea of what to expect overall with the job and what it entails and everything, but you know, you're still kind of learning. You're still at the knight kind of stage. You're kind of still trying to master the king level, right? So I feel like there is time to grow. I feel like there may be still things to learn for sure. The Page of Pentacles, of how things run and all that sort of thing, and maybe some challenges that you may be facing, but overall you can have some fulfillment, right? The 9 of Cups, that fulfillment, happiness, joy, that what you choose, right? Yeah, the Temperance, so it's kind of like, you know, I feel like if you start anything new, your mind, heart, soul is going to be in different directions. So I feel like that's kind of normal for starting something new. I feel like that's just kind of you feeling a little bit nervous about starting or unsure exactly how things are run. Let's see, what else do they need to know? Yeah, you have a lot of strength, a lot of confidence there. I feel like it's not really taking a leap of faith. I feel like you have a good idea of what you're stepping into. The Queen of Pentacles, like I said, I feel like there is room to grow. You're starting at the knight level kind of thing, but you'll be able to grow into, you know, the king level. But yeah, that is what I got. I feel like if you accept it, you're gonna, I feel like it's gonna be the way you expect it to be. You know, a little bit nervous, still learning things, but I feel like you'll be happy with it. Congratulations on your new job, right? That's exciting. Hello, team reading for hello. Let's see for hellos, or any spirit guides, ancestors, names, or Fae. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, names, or Fae that want to come and give hello? And that's it. Career, no job yet. I'm starting to get frustrated. Let's see what hello needs to know from this career reading. What else does hello need to know from this energy? There we go. So what we have here is, I feel like your current energy overall is the 5 of Pentacles, right? I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, you feel, you know, you feel like what you're feeling, right? You're feeling frustrated. You're feeling like you're putting in the effort and not getting the appreciation or the results you're wanting. That sort of thing. I could feel that, feeling isolated, insecure, with the financial struggles of not finding a job. So I feel like the 5 of Pentacles picked up your energy pretty good. For the moon, right? This is what's slowing your progress. So I don't know if there's a little bit of struggles with trusting your intuition of where it's leading you or trying to push you towards. I don't know if you're applying or filling out applications for jobs or careers where you feel like you're more comfortable with or more confident in, rather than taking a leap of faith in something that may feel a little bit unknown, right? The moon card is all about facing your fears and walking into the unknown and trusting your instincts that you're going to make it. So I feel like that's a little bit of what could be slowing down your progress. You have the Hierophant here. Right? So the Hierophant, this is hidden strengths or opportunities that you don't see, either about yourself or your situation. And I feel like you have a lot of good energies with sticking to a routine, sticking to your scheduling, all that sort of thing. I feel like you're really good at that type of thing. I feel like you're probably really good at something that aligns with your values and beliefs and that sort of thing. So that seems to be your strength, and that could open some opportunities for you as well. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles here, so this is kind of action to take moving forward. So I feel like with this energy, with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you may be getting some new energy or new communication, new information about something or other, or maybe it's something that, something that is a potential job, and maybe you'll have to learn something before, like going through a training or a course or something may present itself towards you, or may help you along that road. Sometimes you can learn and work at the same time. I don't know if that's where you live. Where it is, if it's like that where you live, I know here there's opportunities of getting paid while you're learning how to work the job, kind of thing. I kind of feel like there's a similar opportunity that may come your way. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the dark, so timing is not really on your side to give you the big boost of where you need to be. So maybe this may be like a little stepping stone. You start something, and then that may give you a boost of what you really truly want to go after in your future career. Then the advice that came through of what you need to know about that is you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Light. So Nine of Pentacles is about your end goal, your end result of this is going to be your independence, your financial independence, right? Being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It also says to level up your life. So raise your standards for yourself, believe in yourself. You have the Ten of Pentacles too, so being able, like the Hierophant says, you're probably better at the homework flow of things than you realize. And then you also have the Page of Pentacles twice. So both Page of Pentacles is you are going to hear some good news about work or some sort of situation with that as well. It's coming, You're fighting the universe, so it's going to be tough. It's not easy to fight the universe, but you're doing it. I feel like you're going to succeed with it. Yeah. You're welcome. Hello. Moonchild. Let's see for Moonchild. Current job going. You see he's finding something better. Okay, so you want a career reading. Let's see for Moonchild. What does Moonchild need to know about the career right now? How is their current job doing? And are they going to find something better? What does Moonchild need to know about this career energy? It seems your career energy right now is a magician, right? So I feel like you have all the skills, talent, everything you need to master the current job that you have now. So I feel like it's all a matter of how you're feeling about it, right? Because I feel like you have all the materialistic things that are needed. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Even though you have everything you need to succeed in this job, I feel like there's still things that you're learning, right? The Eight of Pentacles, you're still kind of like developing your skills and that sort of thing. But I feel like what's slowing you down is maybe you know more about the job than you realize, or there may be room for you to learn more things that you're not realizing. I feel like it can go either way. So whatever it is kind of slowing down your progress of really reaching the level you want, right? You want to reach queen level or king level, right? And wanting to master that career. With the Queen of Swords here, this is a hidden strength or opportunities you don't see coming. I feel like there is a fair opportunity coming towards you, but I also feel like there's this energy of you owning your truth, being honest and open with yourself, with your expectations. Is there anything that you can manifest for yourself that you haven't yet? Like I feel like you have infinite opportunities, endless personal power that you can manifest to create what you want to create with your work environment that you have now. So I feel like there is room to growth. I don't know if it's a matter of just talking to the right person or what's going on there. But I do feel like if you want to end things, it says the best action to take is to end things. So universe seems to be on your side right now with ending things and not developing anything further here. But, moving forward, you have the Seven of Wands, right? So defending yourself, defending what position you want to attract towards yourself, that you do have all the tools, skills, talents, everything you need to manifest what you manifest. And the advice here for that is you have the Eight of Pentacles again, right? So Eight of Pentacles, you would have all the skills and talents you need to manifest some new career that I feel like is probably coming towards you one way or another. It may be a little bit more challenging than you're wanting to have right now. There is a lot of work challenges right now. And then you have the Four of Swords, celebrating your success. So with the Five of Swords, maybe the competition or pushing your way through, the fight to get the better job that you want. It looks like, the Four of Swords, you will be able to have that success and be able to rest, maybe go on a vacation. But that's what I got. I feel like both sides, staying in your current job, there seems to be room for growth that you may not be realizing. But if you want to end things and start something else, you seem to have good energy there. But, there will be some conflicts and challenges that come with that. That's what I got. Lucky. Let's see for Lucky. How is Lucky's money looking like for the next 5 months? During Spirit Guide, answers Angel Fae. What is Lucky's money situation looking like for the next 5 months? What is August money situation looking like? In August, you have the Six of Wands in the dark, so you're not going to have people lining up at your door trying to borrow your money. So you may not have that much, I feel like August is going to be as you expected as it is now. Let's see for Lucky. What does Lucky need to know about her money situation for September? You have the Two of Swords, so it's kind of, don't overthink it, but kind of like have a clear direction of where you want to spend your money, where you want to save your money, and that sort of thing. Don't leave yourself in limbo with being indecisive of what you're doing with it. What does Lucky need to know about October's money situation? You have the Empress. I was going to say the Queen. The Empress. There may be a lack of abundance again in October, I mean. A lack of growth, but you could always change your Empress around with grounding yourself, putting in the efforts to attract that abundance towards you, to focus on growth. I don't know if that's a side hustle for you to bring in more income or what that is. But what does Lucky need to know for November? You have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's a lack of confidence on where this money's coming from or how you want to grow it, right? Because I feel like there's no sparks of ambition. There's no sparks of taking initiative to plant that seed to grow your finances into a better position. Let's see for December. What does Lucky need to know for the money situation in December? December, you're finally going to decide to plant that seed, nurture it, water it, and watch it grow, right? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of work to do between now and December, but I feel like December you're finally going to figure out where you need to invest your time and energy, what kind of seeds you need to plant to grow your money and your finances. But I feel like along the way, it's kind of like you're going to learn to be patient, be learning how to take a step back, evaluate your situation to see what potentials you may have out of this. Let's do further advice for Lucky. What does Lucky need to know for advice to gain this financial success by December? You have the sun here, so I feel like some other are looking for positive opportunities that have potential growth, right? I feel like you need to get your thinking cap on, make some brilliant success out of some sorts. It does say to seek some sort of someone to advise you or mentor you on some sort of side hustle or how to grow your money. But it does say seek visibility, making sure people know that you exist, making sure people know that you are looking for that success. Yeah, the Nine of Cups and having that boost of financial independence, right? That fulfillment, I feel like you will have some sort of work success if you put everything together and focus on that growth. Yeah, and with the Six of Swords, it says you're transitioning into a better role. You're leaving stress behind you. You're moving on, and you're transitioning into better waters, kind of thing. But that's what I got for you. Philia! Well, Philia here from Eric in August. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or angels or fae? Well, Philia here from Eric in August. Will Philia be hearing from Eric in August? Oops. Will Philia be hearing from Eric in August? Ooh. I feel like it's a possibility, but not a promise or a yes, It's just a possibility. I feel like they're still trying to work things out with the Three of Pentacles here. The Hierophant, I feel like they have been off routine or off their normal things that they do, and that has thrown them off, The Three of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel like they haven't had a lot of time to go out and mingle and do any of that sort of thing. The Knight of Wands, I feel like they are feeling very exhausted, very paranoid for whatever reason. They're developing trust issues and stresses with their confidence. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But yeah, some nostalgia. I feel like some things from their past has crept up on them that they're trying to deal with, and it's been difficult. So yeah, I feel like they're trying to sort something out in the background. But I feel like they are keeping in mind to work things out, it seems. Seven of Pentacles, they're just trying to be patient. They're trying to put things together. Four of Swords, they're exhausted and in need of a break too, though. That's what I got. Vibing life. Hello. What blessings are coming in career with news, good job, opportunity this year, improved finances, patiently waiting. Let's see. So did you want the career reading? Let's see. We'll do a career reading. That's what career is. Okay, let's see. Is there any spirit guide, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does vibing life need to know about the career situation right now? What messages do they need to know? Okay, so your current energy around your career situation is a lot of doubt. You don't have a lot of self-belief. You're not trusting your instincts, you know. You're not allowing your soul to take the driver's seat. You're overthinking it a little bit. Way too much. Which I know is hard to do. But, you know, you can't judge yourself too harshly. You need to be a little bit easier on yourself when you're trying to navigate a new career, especially a good job, good opportunities, boosting your finances. You need to trust yourself. That's the first thing, right? um, so you got to work on turning your judgment card back into the light where you're truly trusting, you're following your heart to lead you in the right place. For the Five of Cups is in the light. So, you know, there is going to come with changes and challenges, especially emotional challenges. So I feel like this is what's slowing you down, right? The emotional challenges of where I'm going to find a job is causing stresses and going down that rabbit hole of not trusting your heart to lead you in the right direction. But you already know that. For the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, right? It's a matter of expanding your vision. Think outside the box. Think globally. Think bigger than what you're thinking right now, right? The Three of Wands, like being optimistic, looking for that door of success, no matter how crazy it looks like, you know? I've always followed my heart and I've had a lot of jobs a lot of people say they wouldn't do, right? I did home daycare for 11 years. I had a Play-Doh business. Now I'm trying to be a full-time tarot reader. So that is the thing, right? You just kind of gotta follow your heart and see what happens. Not that you have to do any of those things, but just for an example of looking for being optimistic about how you see success. You have the Ace of Swords. So this is hidden strengths or opportunities you don't see coming. The Ace of Swords is like a breakthrough, clarity, right? Looking for new opportunities to gain that victory and success. It's all about mental clarity, but it's kind of like following your heart at the same time because of the Judgment. You know, Judgment is like, you gotta find what your true purpose is, where you feel like you belong, where you feel like you're being productive, and inspiring to others and yourself. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, it's kind of like trying to juggle your finances with what you have going on. You may not feel like you have money to start up something new and just trying to look for a job to get you started. But for the advice that came through here is there may be a little bit of financial loss before you see any growth. With the Five of Pentacles here, yeah, it says look for hidden support. So there may be support out there. I don't know if you can get, like, you know, look into your community if there's any like startup grants or something. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out to help. You know, reaching out for help is a sign of resilience, not a sign of weakness. The King of Swords, right? Maybe talking to someone who knows someone who knows someone, like networking, collaborating with others to see where they can help you, especially focusing on your self-discipline, your ethics, and how you want to move forward. The advice that comes with this card is command through mental authority. This is about playing the long game with a cold. Calculate strategy, lead by establishing systems, ethics, and clear-cut rules for the organization. So I'm not quite sure what that means for you, but it's kind of like you acting like you already are the boss kind of thing, but you know, and whatever it is that you choose. The Six of Pentacles, that give and take kind of energy, you know, do something for somebody, they'll do something for you. I don't know how that's going to play out for you, but it may bring you into a new position. But that's what I thought. You're welcome, vibing. Gold Heart. What does Gold Heart need to know about their career right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, Tamsy Fae that want to come and give Gold Heart a message? What does Gold Heart need to know right now. Queen of Cups. So you're already on a good start, right? There's no negativity here. It's all sunshines and rainbows and butterflies, right? The Queen of Cups. I feel like you do have an emotional contentment of how, I don't know if you're have a career right now or just feeling happy with your situation or whatever's going on there, right? I feel the sense of this card says particular counseling and therapy, compassionate person. So I don't know if you are in a career with being something compassionate as counseling or therapy or that sort of thing, whatever it is, you can master that. For the Nine of Cups, this is what's slowing down your progress. So I don't know if you're just wishing for the perfect career to come through without putting in the work of manifesting or what that is. I'm not quite sure what's slowing down your success here. Maybe it's your emotions or getting ahead of your thoughts. But you have the Four of Swords too. So this one is your hidden strengths or opportunities you don't see coming. So it's kind of like looking within yourself for those answers and contemplating what your next moves are. Maybe taking a step back. This one suggests meditation, stillness, and prayers. Prayer is the same as setting your intentions, just saying out loud what you want to attract towards yourself. Pray about it if you like as well, but look within yourself to find the answers because you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of power to manifest what you want to manifest. You gotta just want to figure out how to manifest. When I get super frustrated, that's when I can manifest the most, but it's different for everybody. For the King of Swords here, it's kind of like taking the leap of faith. This is the best action for you to take. It's just taking that leap of faith. Be fearless, have courage, have bravery, right? Take that quick action towards whatever goal you want to set for yourself. Self-discipline leads to success. You have the Ace of Cups. I think you will find something that emotionally pleases you in your career. And with the Knight of Swords, if you are the Knight of Swords already, try to be the queen, then move towards the king, right? Always try to look for growth on how to move up to be more successful. Let's see what Golden Heart needs to know right now. The advice here is the Devils. For the Devil, maybe it's just a matter of being that very strict boss, Maybe it's a matter of hiding champagne in your desk drawer. I don't know. But this one says, break free from the golden handcuffs. Don't feel trapped in your toxic job. Check your work addiction. So make sure you're not overworking either. Being a workaholic is an addiction as well. So try to find the balance in between the two. And don't make work your everything. Try to find some time for some play, The Two of Cups. So I feel like you are able to build a work bestie. That seems to be a thing with this card. Maybe a meditator, someone to collab with, or maybe just a really good connection in your career that the two of you can help each other grow forward, because you do have the Ten of Cups for that perfect homework, a balance kind of thing coming through, that sense of fulfillment, joy, and happiness. The perfect future lies ahead of you, and it's just a matter of focusing on taking that step forward, believing yourself. I feel like you have a lot of positive energy around you. It's just a matter of using it to your full potential, right? And don't keep yourself stuck at night level. You want to be the king. You want to master your successes, right? Gentle Soul. What's coming in the next 23 days for Gentle Soul? What's coming in 23 days for Gentle Soul? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What's coming for Gentle Soul in the next 23 days? Oh man, what's with all the negative energy here? I feel like the next 23 days are going to be emotionally draining. Not quite sure what's up with that, but we can clarify. You do have the Six of Swords in the dark, so I feel like whatever the situation is, you're kind of feeling a little bit stuck, or you feel like you're powerless or out of moves, or whatever the situation is. Yeah, you have the Eight of Swords too, that makes you just feel empowered. Six of Cups. So I don't know if this is like something from your past that's going to creep up on you unexpectedly, or not sure if you see this coming, but let's see for Gentle Soul. What does Gentle Soul need to know about this energy? Right, the Lovers. So I know this is a lovers type of situation where somebody is making you feel a certain way or not, or if it's just a matter of you taking a step back. Evaluate the relationships in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, just people in general, of who you want to allow in your circle and who you're going to start to distance yourself from, so you don't feel these negative emotions. Because I feel like you do have the power, right? The King of Wands, you hold the Wand of Life, to activate what you want to activate with a positive energy, with a sense of confidence and determination, with being more assertive and bold in your energy. And you have the Six of Swords now in the light, so you can move past whatever this is. It's kind of just getting out of your head and in your heart, and allowing that fire in your heart to burn, right? Recovering from something, moving forward, and getting some clarity. So I feel like the 23 days is going to be tough, but I do feel like it's also you taking a step back, evaluating your situation, so that you can make the best moves forward with your confidence to unleash yourself from this. But that's what I got. Tammy, thank you so much for your donation. Something or someone triggered an energy of a few people, including C, that I had left long behind. Why is this happening now? Is C coming back to blow up a part of my life again? Let's see for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is going on with Tammy's energy? What has triggered the energy of people, including C, to come back to her life right now? You have aces. I have aces. New beginnings. We're going through a phase of transformation, right? New beginnings, new clarity, new sparks of fire and passion are coming your way. I feel like it's something you've been waiting or holding on to for a long time. So I don't know if it's something that you've been bottled up and your subconscious mind just decided to unleash it. But you have the Seven of Cups and the light too. So I feel like there's this energy, like opportunities are going to present themselves towards you soon, one way or not. I'm not quite sure if your heart or your energy is quite prepared for all of this, because your Queen of Cups is in the dark, your Hierophant's in the dark, so it's kind of, it may throw you off your routine or throw you off your balance a little bit. Let's see, what does Tammy need to know about this energy? Is C coming back into Tammy's life? Is C returning into Tammy's life? The Eight of Pentacles is a yes card. And it's in the light, right? So it's a yes card. I feel like you're going to be learning something about C. I feel like C is going to just show up and be willing to put in the time to reconnect. Is C going to blow up a part of Tammy's life again? The Queen of Cups. Okay, so your Queen of Cups is in the dark, but when C comes into your energy, you're going to turn your Queen of Cups back into the lights and have that emotional fulfillment, right? I feel like you're going to have to, like, find your strength, because I feel like you're going to have to nurture C. I'm not sure what his deal is, but I feel like you're going to have to be the one to nurture him, counsel him, reassure him, you know, make his heart in the right place, right? And I feel like, yeah, it's coming fast. It's in action now. So that's what I got. It's time to boost your ambition. Be ready for this transformation. At least you have a heads up, right? Some people don't have a heads up and just, surprise, I'm here. Koala. What does koala need to know right now? What does spirit and energetic powers will I require over the next 3 months? Will I success to strengthen my fire ability in this period? Ooh, Aquarius energy. Badass success. There you go. Do I need to pull any more cards? The first one is the badass card. I don't know what else you need to know with that, right? Oh, let's see. What's with this negative energy here? You have the Six of Wands, so I feel like it's yes for all your questions that you have there. I will work on my spiritual and fire ability in the next period. I'm curious if I will be successful. So I feel like yes, badass success, and it's a fire card too, right? The Six of Wands is about being a solar witch. So I don't know if you've discovered if you're a moon witch or solar witch. Most people just assume they're moon witches because solar witches are very rare. But you know, if you don't gain energy, like if the full moon drains your energy, if you don't feel anything different about yourself by using moon water or doing rituals at night, it's probably because you're a solar witch, and this is what the Six of Wands is, right? And solar witches tend to be better at fire magic and that sort of thing as well. You are a solar witch? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you need to just focus on that, right? The Five of Swords. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. If they don't believe you, then that is their problem, not yours. You don't need to, you know, focus on that or use that as a way to block anything, right? You kind of just don't feed into that energy and it will go away. The Two of Swords, not quite sure what you feel is a difficult decision to make moving forward. I feel like it probably has to do what you think of other people's opinions, but who cares what other people think? You know, not everyone is a witch or can do spiritual things, right? For some reason, I don't know why, but it's not everyone. So the ones that don't, you know, they're just jealous. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. But the Queen of Wands is in the light. So stand your ground. Make sure you're protecting yourself, right? Like a lot of people can see ghosts and all that sort of thing, your spirits. And other people just can't. You know, they just can't. I don't know. I don't know. They probably have gifts in other areas than spiritual. But you know, so it's kind of like don't allow those people to bring you down. Stand your guard. The best way to stand your guard is to not allow them to feed into it. So if you worry about what they think, you're feeding them to be stronger. So by not thinking about them and worrying about what they think, you're protecting yourself and you're weakening their energy. Let's see what else you need to know about this. You have the Three of Cups. So I feel like you're a solo witch. You don't belong to any coven or anything like that, and that's perfectly fine. I'm a solo witch too. Let's see. The moon. Yeah. So even though you're a solar witch, some things you may benefit from the moon as well. So you may be mixing, you know, if it's not working with the sun, try to charge in the moon for certain things. You know, you have this Ten of Cups here, so it's going to bring a lot of happiness and serenity and security to your energy. It's just a matter of how much you're committed towards it. But that's what I got. You're welcome, Koala. Lululemons. Let's see for Lululemons. What does P think about when she thinks of Lululemons? Let's see. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does P think when she thinks of Lululemons? Divine spirit guides, answer Tamsy Fae. What does he think? What do you think of Lululemons? Excuse me. That's too many cards. Divine spirit guides, answer Tamsy Fae. But want to come and give Lululemons a message. For the sun, I feel like whatever's going on in P's energy, they're not feeling very confident about themselves or not very positive in their energy. They're kind of focusing more on the dark side of things for whatever reason. But I feel like whatever's going on between you and P, your cycle has not completed, right? The world is in the dark. There's still a lack of fulfillment between the two of you. I kind of feel like P wants your attention without doing the work. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if you and P have had a conversation, but I feel like P feels like they've already told you the truth. But I also feel like they're manipulating the situation between the two of you. Yeah, the Five of Swords there too. So I don't know if P has been very restless in their energy, or if they keep repeating old cycles that are not really working for the two of you. But I feel like there's things that to be worked on here that could be. What does Lululemons need to know about this? What is the best advice for Lululemons about P's energy and what she thinks of Lululemons? Yeah, like I said, I feel like there is room for growth if the two of you work things out together. But I feel like there's an imbalance between the two of you with the Two of Wands, Four of Cups. And just a matter of figuring out what, eh? I feel like there's been some trust issues, there's some indecisions about how it's going to move forward. But that's what I got. There's a little bit of boredom, a missed opportunity of some sort. I feel like that's about a conversation, a missed opportunity. That's what I got. And Gigi, what does Gigi need to know about their career? Any spirit guides, ancestors, and Fae that want to come and give Gigi a message. What does Gigi need to know about their career right now? For the Chariot, I feel like you're full of determination, confident. You have the willpower, you have the get up and go energy that is needed. I feel like it's just a matter of you taking action, right? I feel like you have been taking action with your career, though, right? I could feel that. I could feel you moving forward despite any obstacles that have been in your way. You have the Justice card as well. So I feel like overall there's a good balance in your energy, but this is what is possibly slowing you down, right? So I don't know if it's slowing you down if you're not quite sure if this is the right thing for you to do or if this is the right career for you or what the indecision is. I feel like it's just a matter of you deciding what you want to do, right? Decision and consequences. So I don't know if it's a matter of taking a career, but worrying what other people will think or how other people would judge you. We'll get back to that. Yeah, the emperor here. I don't know why I would say the empress. You may have a little bit of both, right? That natural growth and abundance energy. But with the emperor, is more about you focusing on your sense of stability, your structure, your self-discipline, your self-control, and how you're moving forward. But this one is your hidden strength and opportunities you don't see coming. So yeah, I feel like you could be a leader. I don't know if you don't believe in yourself to be a leader, you don't feel confident enough to be a leader, but I feel like You got this, right? You're the master of your crown. You can wear it when you want to. The Eight of Pentacles. This is actions to take your best next steps forward in developing your skills. I feel like there's still things that you're learning, but you know, work enjoyment is a good energy for you. The process of mastery, right? I feel like you have all the tools, skills, talents you need. I feel like it's just a matter of focusing um, what you want to do. Because I feel like there's room for a promotion, there's room for a raise, or whatever's going on in your energy, you leveling up. I do feel that for you. With the Queen of Cups here, this is your best results to follow moving forward, is trust your heart, trust how you're feeling. You know, I feel like you are very compassionate and loving and nurturing. You do a lot of hard work. I feel like you're very creative. You give the best advice. Very intuitive. Now let's see, what is the advice here for Gigi with her career moving forward? You have the Tower, so things may get shaken up before they get better, right? I just feel the sense of a sudden change in your career or your job kind of thing. I feel the disruption is a chance to rebuild something better. So if there is any disruptions that come your way, it's a chance or an opportunity to rebuild something better. I feel like there's an energy of leaning into the chaos. So I don't know if you're like really good in a crisis and being able to help solve big problems, but it seems to be something in your energy. You have the Hermit too, so maybe you do best working alone. I don't know, or working on solo projects. And this one says, do the deep work independently. So reflect on your goals, figure out what they are. It says taking a sabbatical, maybe do some soul searching for a true vocation of what you want. But I feel like you can be an expert in whatever field you choose, right? It says seek a mentorship that may help as well. Follow a proven path that you feel that you're best suited for. Traditional work seems to be what's on here too, right? Yeah, that is what I got. Hopefully some of that made some sense. Ariana, in general, what does Ariana need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Ariana a message? What does Ariana need to know right now? Maybe something's coming to an end, right? I feel like it's not a matter of fighting forward, it's just a matter of surrendering and figuring out what your next options are. Because I don't know what's ending for you, but you do have the Nine of Wands and the Dark, so I feel like you're exhausted, you're defensive, you're stressed. I feel like there's a lot of energies going on there that you need to release and figure out what your next steps are. I feel like communicating with whoever you think you should communicate with is probably not the best deal. I feel like it's not going to help you move forward. And I feel like they don't want to communicate with you anyways, so I'm not quite sure what that is. But you do have the Two of Pentacles, so it's kind of focusing on your growth, your self-discipline, what your plans are moving forward, right? I feel like you have options. You may have things that you can balance out or juggle around or figure out what it is, right? Making sure that you're not feeling overwhelmed and disorganized, though. I feel like it's a matter of going through the chaos and seeing what things you do have control over, what things you don't, and working there. You have the Three of Cups, so I feel like there's going to be some collaboration or networking or talking to someone or know someone. I don't know what the deal is, but I feel like they are going to guide you or support you in a positive light on how you're going to move through this energy. What is the best advice for Ariana with this energy coming through? Thank you. You have the Knight of Wands. So somebody may even come to your rescue. It says, go for your desires, like charisma. So someone may be coming towards you, right? Charismatic person. I feel like I'm still saying that wrong. Right? Knight of Cups. It may not be coming towards you in romance, but they may come towards you to help you through this situation. Whatever crisis or whatever is going on there. You do have the Seven of Cups and the Light. So I feel like whatever these options are, choices, decisions, whatever, It's kind of like focusing on what's realistic for you right now, what can help you feel more grounded, more secure in your energy, make you feel like you don't have to be in defensive mode all the time, and just kind of like, figure out what's what. Um, if you feel like there's too many options, narrow it down to what your heart truly wants and desires, and see what's coming out of it from there, and what's realistically um, good for you right now. What? Ladybug. Theme reading for Ladybug. What does Ladybug need to know about their career right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and their fae that want to come and give Ladybug a career message? What does Ladybug need to know about their career right now? So you have a bunch of different emotions coming through here, right? You have the Five of Cups, so maybe things have been emotionally draining for you. There may be some emotional challenges when it comes to career for you. Whatever it is, I feel like it's a matter of letting go of the past, right? Dwelling on the past never helps anything. The past has already been done. I mean, you're not ever going to forget it, but you can't fix it either. So I feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Light is kind of like focusing on your empowerment, focusing on unleashing what you feel like is holding you back, right? Boost your ego, boost your confidence, boost your courage that you can get through any changes, right? Because I feel like you don't need to hold yourself trapped. And I feel like this is what's holding you back from growth in your career right now anyways. You have the Tower. So the Tower, this one is your hidden strengths or opportunities you don't see coming. So I feel like you may be really good at staying calm when disaster strikes, right? Maybe you're really good at being a crisis manager or whatever that is for you, right? It's kind of like, and there may be some unwanted changes or upheaval or destruction. Maybe it's just a matter of you being really good at remodeling homes or redecorating or whatever that is. Maybe you're good at dealing with bridezilla kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but it came up. So maybe that's a possibility. You have the Judgment and the Light too, so I feel like there's a sense of renewal, rebirth energy trying to come forward. Just a matter of you taking action and owning your truth and following your heart. It's not a bad thing to follow your heart. Dreams and desires can come true if you put in the time and effort to make them come through, right? There may be an awakening, or you may just, oh yeah, that's what I meant to do. That's what I'm gonna follow my heart and see what happens. You have the Devil here, so don't let the devil come out to play where it's not appreciated, right? I don't know if it's a matter of being obsessed with indulging yourself with, materialistic things. I feel like we all get that temptation every now and then. But let's see, what does Ladybug need to know about their career moving forward? Extra one popped out there. You have the Four of Cups, right? So if you're feeling stagnant right now in your career energy, if you're feeling bored or tired of the same old, it's a matter of figuring out how you're going to change that up, right? How you're going to shake things up and unleash your true self. This says avoid Zoom, fatigue, and empathy. Don't miss the hidden opportunities, right? That could be right in front of you. Yeah, the King of Wands. I don't know if they're the person that's going to, boost your ego and give you some opportunity. But this one says, lead with bold vision. This isn't just about doing the work. It's about inspiring others to believe in the work. Think of yourself as an architect of a movement, staying focused on the big fire while others huddle the small sparks. So think big. You also have the Eight of Pentacles here, so I feel like you're still developing your skills and talents and that sort of thing. So your end goal is to become the King of Wands, right? Even though you may be at a Knight or Page level, I don't know. This one suggests you're at a Knight level here with the Knight of Pentacles. This one says, hone in your craft, right? The boring work pays off. Practical makes profit. So focus on that while you're developing your skills. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, right? So slow and steady is the way to go. You don't need to rush into it. You don't have to go too fast. But yeah, it says slow and steady progress with extreme reliability, and sticking to routine is going to help you along the way. It suggests maybe be an operations manager, but with the Tower energy here, I feel like you're really good at something that involves a lot of quick thinking, a lot of like crisis management or something. But that's what I got. My baby! Career reading for my baby. What does my baby need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides? King of Cups. What does my baby need to know in career right now? Ooh, Four of Wands. You're on fire, right? I feel like your current situation right now is things are good. Or you feel like things are good, or your energy feels like things are good. I don't know. So I feel like whatever's going on, you feel like you're in your safe haven, or maybe you're looking for something where you feel it's safe and comfortable for you. But whatever it is, I feel like it's a matter of celebrating your successes, no matter how small they are, right? You have the King of Cups and the Light. So, sorry, the Knight of Cups and the Light. I kind of feel the King of Cups energy, though, you know, mastering your emotions and being cool, calm, collective kind of person. But with the Knight of Cups here, this is what's slowing down your progress. So I don't know if it's a matter of following your heart and dreams too much or not putting a lot of logic behind it or being realistic with it. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Light as well. So it's kind of focusing on that giving, receiving balance, you know, doing the work, getting paid for it, or whatever the energy is, right? But I feel the sense of you giving generously. So maybe it's a matter of focusing more on watching where your money goes, or watching where your energy goes, or watching where your focus goes to make sure your energy is flowing in the right direction. You do have the Hermit here too, so I feel like your hidden strength that you may not be realizing is you are good with the give and take. You are good at teamwork, collaboration, that sort of thing. But you're also really good at working alone, working solo. You have the Two of Pentacles here. So I feel like the best results moving forward is trying to figure out how you can juggle it all. So I don't know if it's juggling your career with a side hustle or focusing on the home life, work life balance, and how you're going to change things up to make that work out for you a little bit better. Sometimes changing a routine does a lot of good. But then you also have for your advice here is the Hierophant. So maybe sticking a little bit more to your structure and routine to give you that sense of self-discipline that leads to success. A little bit more, and this card says value professional ethics, work within tradition, corporations, and structures, and make sure you're following protocols. So this one also says to seek out a mentorship. Then you also have the Tower, so there may be some sudden changes in your career that may help you get outside of your comfort zone and try something a little bit, you know, unknown. It says distribution is a chance to rebuild better. So there may be some unexpected changes. Lean into the chaos and see what happens there. You also have the Hermit. So you have the Hermit twice. So I feel like a solo mission. So I know it's like starting a side hustle on your own, where you're doing your own little business or opening your own big business, whatever your desires are, and see what happens there. That's what I got. Dr. Fizza. Let's see for Dr. Fizza. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, unions, or fae that want to come and give Dr. Fizza a message? How people view Dr. Fizza physically. Is there any spirits? I don't really do physical. I can do your energy, Dr. Pizza. I'm not a psychic. I'm an energy reader. I can read your energy. Let's see. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dr. Fizza a message about how people view Dr. Fizza? You have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like they see that you are very patient. You have a lot of growth, a lot of responsibility. You take action when you need to. You have the Death card. I feel like they see that you are not afraid of change. You're not afraid of transformation. You're not afraid to do what you got to do to get through the things that is going on there, right? So yeah, I feel like even though people may judge you or they may feel like you could do something better that goes along with your wants and desires than you do, but that's just them being butt cheeks, right? The Five of Cups is in the dark too, so I feel like they feel like you have a pretty good balance with your emotions. You don't allow your emotions to unleash themselves all that often, right? With the Five of Cups in the dark. I feel this energy that you are good at building trust, you're good at building support towards others and other people, and I feel like they see that you have that emotional control. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like they see that you're grounded, reliable, you're practical, you're patient, all the fun things, right? I feel like you're very dedicated or loyal to the people in your life, and I feel like that's how they view you as well. I feel like people take time or have a hard time learning more about you. Maybe you're a little bit more private in your energy, but I feel like people would like to know more about you. Yeah, Nine of Wands. They see that you're a little bit guarded, but being protective is not a bad thing. They see that you work really, really, really hard. You're very hold things to yourself. But that is what I got. You're welcome, Dr. Fizza. Yagi! Let's see for Yagi. I'm well. Hope all is well with you too, Yagi. Can we do an energy check on Jack? Removed him from my socials and texted him that I can't do with his inconsistencies anymore. Let's see for Yagi. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, ancients, or fae that want to come and give Yagi a message about Jack's energy? What does Yagi need to know about Jack's energy right now? For the Nine of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like Jack is kind of all over the place in their energy, right? I feel like they're not very consistent, which you know that. They're not very true to their word or whatever's going on there. Hi, Vincent. How are you? I feel like there's also an energy of them kind of going down a rabbit hole of self-pity as well. I'm not quite sure what that is about. Yeah, I feel like they may even be distancing themselves from their family, not just you. But I feel like that's inconsistent. It comes and goes, right? You have the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like they are thinking about responding to you if they haven't already. Um, Even though they know there's a lack of growth between the two of you, I feel like, you gave them something to think about and they're thinking about it, right? The Knight of Wands. I feel like they're thinking about taking action towards you because of the text that you sent. Yeah. Let's see, what else does Yagi need to know about this energy? Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're overthinking. They're thinking way too much. I feel like they stay up at night thinking about everything, including you. The Six of Wands, they're missing your attention. But yeah, I feel like there's some toxic energy that's brewing around them. Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of stuck in. There's not a lot of maturity coming through here at all. You know, there's no king energy or queen energy. They're very much stuck in their head. That's what I got. I'm glad you feel good. That's what matters most, right? As long as you're protecting your energy, that's what matters. Bernard! What's going on, Bernard? Give you some good news. September the August. A female zodiac sign thinking about me and who got a crush on me. Who you're holding back for me. Okay, let's see. Who's in love with Bernard right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Who's in love with Bernard right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Who's in love with Bernard right now? Bernard, you're attracting some negative energy. What's going on with that? You're supposed to be positive. You're supposed to be the romantic scorpion, right? Bernard's in the house. Woohoo! So Bernard, you gotta stop with the negative energy. You know, you have to think positive. Be positive, Bernard, right? You kind of have to turn your Ten of Cups into the light, where that will make your energy feel more attractive, right? Being more in tune with your emotions and your heart and your flirting energy. It's kind of like stop resisting the changes, make the changes you feel like you need to make. Be honest with your communication, right? Say what you gotta say. Don't hold back with the Page of Swords. You may have to go out and mingle, maybe go out dancing, go out somewhere in the community, go out with friends, go to parties to meet your lover. So I feel like the lover is coming towards you. You haven't met them yet. You have to go out dancing or partying or, you know, you have to go somewhere to meet them. And I feel like that's what's going to fulfill your heart with love. Because there's a lack of action coming through here. So, yeah. So, yeah, you have to take action. You have to go out more to meet this person who wants to come towards you, Bernard. They haven't come through yet. Vincent, will I start a new job within a week? Ooh, you want a career reading? Let's see. Let's see for Vincent. Will Vincent start a new job within a week? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Will Vincent just start a new job within a week? I feel like you will if your heart's into it. Does your heart want you to start a new job in a new week, or is it your mind, right? I kind of feel like your heart is kind of taking over more than your mind, and you gotta kind of find a balance between the two. You have the Queen of Cups here. So I kind of feel like there's this energy of getting a hold of a good balance of where your heart is and what your mind wants and what kind of job you want to attract towards yourself within a week. So for the career reading, your situation right now is you are feeling pretty good about your situation. Not too bad. You have the sun here in the dark. So this is what potentially is slowing you down from starting a new job within the week is, you know, it may be boring, it may be dull, it may be draining to look for a job, to apply for a job, to wait for the job. I don't know. But something's draining your energy that you need to kind of turn it around and be more positive or more energized with attracting that intuition. Yeah, but you gotta put your heart in the right place and energize the energy of attracting what your heart desires. You have a turning point in your life too, right? I feel like you are going to get a new job. It's just a matter of taking that leap of faith and following where your heart is taking you and see what happens, right? Just see what happens. Because I feel like if this is hidden strengths or opportunity that you don't even see coming, is the ability to follow your heart, and it's going to lead you to something that's more fulfilling. So you can turn your 10 of Cups into the rainbows, into the light, to have the sunshine and rainbows that you're wanting. So I feel like it's probably you getting out of your head and in your heart is what's going to lead you to that dream job that's really going to benefit you moving forward. Let's get some advice for Vincent. How is Vincent going to get his dream job by following his heart? Sometimes being realistic does come with a combination of what your heart is telling you. I guess sumo wrestling is on the table. I don't know. There you go. So it says the Five of Wands. So you need to fight that competition, right? Get all dressed up and cute and go out and find whatever competition you need to fight to get the competition, right? This one says healthy competition. Lean into the brainstorming. So brainstorm what kind of creative job you want to take that's going to give you that fulfillment, right? Happiness, happy home, happy life, happy work, home, life balance kind of thing. You have the Four of Pentacles, so being more reserved, like don't tell anybody your plans, but go out and put yourself out there, right? I feel like some Four of Pentacles is also kind of like, Four of Pentacles, sometimes you want to stay in your comfort zone, but sometimes you have to expand your comfort zone a little bit with focusing on making some brilliant success. So I don't know if it's a matter of speaking to a mentor or what it is, but seems like success is on the table. It says bring joy into your workplace, joy, fulfillment. So I feel like it's a matter of looking or applying for jobs that you feel like are fun. Maybe you may not feel like you're qualified for it, but I know, especially around here, people are looking for something different. So even if you're not qualified, they may like your energy, if you believe in your energy, and hire you anyways. But that is what I thought. I feel like that's what the cards are telling you. Or spirit, universe, I don't know. Will I get the cruise ship job? Let's see for Bella. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, fae that want? I can see you working for Google. Google Office, they have so many things for their employees to just lounge, and they can work on a couch kind of thing. They have beds for the employees to work on. I don't know if you ever applied there, but I could see you working there. Let's see for Bella. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bella a message? Will Bella get the cruise ship job? Not crush. Maybe they'll get the crush and the cruise. Wouldn't that be awesome, right? Let's see for Bella. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bella a message? Will Bella get the cruise ship job? Ooh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I feel like you're going to be heartbroken and defeated. Yeah. Google Office. You can work in Google Office. It's called Google Office. If you Google work in Google Office, they are amazing to their employees. And I can just picture Vincent just chilling on one of their couches inside one of their tents and just working away there. Oh man. Let's see for the Hierophant in the light. I do feel like there's this energy of you thinking outside the box. Yeah, I feel like I feel like you're supposed to be in a different place in the cruise ship. Not quite sure what that means for you, but I feel like you're going to be disappointed with the news about that. I feel like truth is going to be revealed towards you, but I also feel like someone may offer you something else. Maybe something that you haven't thought of before. I feel like it's because I feel like on the cruise ship, for whatever reason, you feel like it's boring. What is the advice for Bella with this energy? What is the advice for Bella? It says 5 of Cups, right? There could be some setbacks, so maybe some regrets. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. The 7 of Cups, lack of focus. It says avoid shiny objects right now, so narrow down your choices into something that's more realistic right now. And this one says pivot from the loss, find the silver lining from this. You also have the 10 of Wands. So this one says own your productivity one way or another, right? It's kind of like yeah, trying to avoid going downhill and kind of like focusing or focus on burnout, kind of like focusing on rising above and taking the stresses away. Are you gonna look into the Google job? Oh man, yeah. It looks pretty awesome. My son went to visit the Google office and he loved it. Let's see for him. I've been fearful about restarting my relationship with my ex. Am I being too fearful? And how can I let this go? Let's see, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Hen a message? Hen's been fearful about restarting my relationship with my ex. Am I being too fearful? And how can I let this go? You're expecting the 9 of Wands to appear? Oh man. You're putting pressure on me. Let's see. Let's hope the 9 of Wands doesn't appear. I don't know. Maybe. Unless that's what you want to happen. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Hen a message? Oh man. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Hen need to know about restarting the relationship with their ex? I feel like it does come with challenges, but it's not that bad. You know, I'm sorry I didn't get the 9 of Wands. You have the 3 of Swords in the dark, so I feel like your heart is still healing. And you know, it's good to go through the grief, it's good to go through the emotions. Don't try to deny or hold back your emotions, right? Allow the emotions to do its thing. That's the way we heal. You have the Queen of Swords in the lights. It's kind of like owning your truth. Like, what are, like, kind of like, write down, what are your pros and cons about this relationship? How does your heart truly feel about the relationship? What are the good reasons about it? What are the negatives? And kind of see if it's worth it for you or not. Because I feel like with the 10 of Swords in the dark, there is an energy of you rising above and pulling yourself together, gaining some closure with your ex. I do feel that. But I feel like it's not going to happen overnight. I feel like there's some slow growth coming between the two of you because the two of you still have to heal and figure out how the two of you are going to rise above together to make it work. I feel like right now in the current energy the way it is, the universe doesn't have a lot of faith in it, but I feel like there is potential, right? Especially now that the worst is over, the only way that things can go is up, right? So things have no choice but to improve, but it's going to take some time. Let's see, what else does Hen need to know about this energy? What else does Hen need to know about this energy? Is Hen ready to restart a relationship with her ex? The Empress says that you are very nurturing, very sensual in your energy. cards are kind of going all over your place, but this is what came up. So you do have the Two of Cups in the dark. So yeah, I do feel like there's still some things that need to be worked out, some things to talk about, how the future is going to look like for the two of you, what things you both need to still work on to gain that closure. And I think it's you coming to terms with having an open heart, but also being realistic with what you can handle right now. But that's what I got. Slow and steady seems to be the way to go, not rushing into it. I had a great aunt and uncle who were married their entire life, and their entire life they both had different houses. Like they had two houses right beside each other, but they both stayed in their own houses. They were happily married like that for a long time. I don't know. It worked for them. Let's see for love. General for love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? It's funny because I remember as a kid we'd go and visit each of them separately, not together, in both their houses. I don't know. Let's see for love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give love a message? What does love need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does love need to know right now? Two of Cups, love and romance is in the air. I feel like it's going to be a difficult decision if you want to accept this love or not. That is totally up to you, right? I don't know. You have the Emperor in the dark, so I don't know if this Emperor doesn't have the ego or the courage or the, the energy that you're looking for, or not able to fulfill all your desires about a lover. Not quite sure what's going on with that because they're in the dark, so I feel like they have a weakness. The Knight of Pentacles is in the dark as well, so I don't know if they're too rigid in their energy, too set in their ways, not ready to expand themselves at all, or moving too slow. I'm not quite sure what their deal is. But you also have the Two of Wands. So maybe the Two of Cups is like you having love options with two different people. Not sure if they're the same person or not, but the Page of Wands seems to want to express their love and passion actions towards you. Even though it's a little bit of a one-sided thing. I feel like, they're not really focused on your thoughts or feelings all that much. They're more focused on them, even though they have a feeling that you're not interested. Let's see what's going on with energy with the Page of Wands. I don't know if the two of you have had a conflict in the past, but I feel like they know each other. I feel like they know that you may not be interested. I don't know. The Page of Pentacles in the dark, though. Yeah, the Five of Swords. I don't know if they feel like you two had an argument or a conflict in the past, but they would love to know more about you and get to know you a little bit better. So I don't know if this is someone you work with or someone that's just knows someone who knows someone who knows you kind of thing, but that's what I got. They're lurking in your energy. I kind of feel like they probably have seen your social media or something. I don't know. Thank you, Mira, for your donation. Thank you so much. Let's see for Mira. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to come to Mira a message? What does Mira need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to come and give Mira a message? What does Mira need to know right now? The Page of Pentacles is in the light, so I feel like you're going to be getting some good news, either about work or money or family. One of those. I'm not sure what the good news is, because I feel like the good news comes with an end. But I feel like on your part it's going to be good. I don't know if it's the King of the King of Swords is giving you this news. I want to say the King of Cups, because I feel like this person is not good at controlling their emotions. They let their emotions run wild. But the King of Swords, I feel like they're going to be honest and direct towards you. And I feel like that may be not something that they're used to doing or out of their ordinary. But I feel like you're going to take it as a good thing, even though they may not think it is. I feel like it's something that they're trying to get you upset with, but I have a feeling that you're going to stay calm, cool, collective, and not let it bother you, because I feel like you probably have an idea of this or expecting this already. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to cause some disturbance in the family situation, because I just feel like it may cause some sort of family drama, or I don't know, some sort of friendship drama, conflict of some sorts with a lack of growth, right? The Queen of Pentacles in the dark. What is this energy trying to come through for Mira? What is this energy trying to come through for Mira? What does Mira need to know about this energy right now? King of Swords is now in the lights. You have King of Swords twice. I feel like this is a important person coming into your life. I feel like it's a matter of you looking at the facts, looking at the information, and trying to figure out if this person is legit or not. Right? I feel the sense of the Seven of Swords. I mean, even though they may be coming from a good place, maybe they think or feel they're telling you the truth, because maybe they heard something from somebody else, and it was the other person who was lying just to cause drama. But I feel like whatever's going on, you're going to stand your ground. I feel like you're not going to let this person upset you or change your energy or anything like that. That is what I got, though. You have the Emperor. Yeah, this person doesn't really have a good sense of stability or a good sense of knowing if someone's lying to them or not, so that's what I got. I don't know why, but that was a strong energy that came through. I don't know, Mira. It seems to be somebody that you know, because I feel like you're not going to be surprised by this conversation. Jasmine. What does Jasmine need to know in career right now? Let's see for Jasmine. Is there any spirit guides, ancestor manager Fae that want to come and give Jasmine a message? What does Jasmine need to know in career right now? For the Judgment in the light, I feel like there's this energy of, I don't know. I do feel like there's a renewal energy, but I feel like it's more about you starting over on something. So I'm not quite sure what that is for you. But Jasmine, you do have the sun, right? So I feel like your current energy right now is just kind of trying to be as positive as you can, trying to hold your balance, trying to be as productive as you can in your career. You do have the Judgment, like I was saying. So what's slowing down your progress right now, I don't know if it is the judgment from other people or what's going on there, because I do feel like you are going to take action to own your truth, right? I feel the sense of an awakening, of learning what your true purpose is and you going after it. You have the Nine of Cups, so I feel like you're going to be chasing that self-fulfillment and, mastering your success with self-discipline and courage and all that sort of fun stuff, right? Because I feel like you have more than enough qualifications or ideas or, confidence to do what you want to do. And this is the hidden strength that you don't see coming, No, this is the action, the best action for you to take. So I don't know if it's a matter of you feeling like, you could end something and start a new beginning. So I don't know if your job is not fulfilling enough for you or whatever it is. Because I feel like there's something that's going to end and you're just going to like rise above and have this chase after the self-fulfillment kind of energy and make some positive vibes with this new beginning. And I feel like things are going to play out good for you because you have the justice. So I feel like it's a matter of you truly following your calling in your career and seeing where it takes you. Let's see for Jasmine. What's the advice for Jasmine with this energy here? Especially with judgment and justice, both in the light. I just feel a sense of you reflecting, having an awakening, and moving past any conflicts you've had in the past with yourself regarding career and rising above. Right, you have the Seven of Cups here. I do feel like there's this energy of having many opportunities or more opportunities than you realize. The Five of Cups, there may be some sort of emotional struggles that come with this, but I feel like you are going to be like thinking outside the box, right? Taking action, pursuing your goals. I feel like pursuing your goals is going to come faster to you than you realize. You have the Ten of Wands. It may come with a lot of extra work, a lot of extra responsibilities, but it seems like a positive energy for you. But that's what I got. Vincent, hospitality leadership program, something for Vincent. Let's see for Vincent. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Is the hospitality leadership program something for Vincent? The Hangman is in the dark. I feel like the hospitality leadership program is something that can get you out of the stagnation energy that you're currently in. Because I feel like it will help you change your perspective. And I feel like that is a positive for you. You do have the Knight of Swords in the dark, though. So I'm not quite sure what the lack of action would be. Because this is kind of what could be slowing you down. I think what's slowing you down is a lack of action. Because I just feel like with the Knight of Swords too, there's this energy of feeling a little detached with yourself about what exactly it is you truly want and desire in your energy. By the Page of Wands, I feel like you'd have good feedback, good news about it, right? Page of Wands, spark of fire, spark of action as well, even despite the hesitation that's coming with it. I do feel this energy with the Page of Wands too is just kind of not just following your heart, but being more ambitious, being more direct and blunt with your energy, and by following your passions, and kind of like finally choosing something that's for you. You don't have to you don't always have to find the balance, but finding something that is solely for you and your heart. I feel like it may boost your financial situation. Yeah, the Five Pentacles is in the dark, so it would bring some positive changes for you financially. So that is a good thing. I feel like it all depends how much of your heart you want to put into it and how much you're not going to allow your mind to persuade you away or change your mind from going in that direction. At least finding more information about it. I think the Knight of Swords in the Dark, it says kind of like what your issue is, needing more information about it. Yeah, I feel like if you found more information about it, you have a good chance of sparking a spark. I feel like whatever your mindset is at is kind of like going after that fulfillment of some sort. Yeah, I don't know. Fazilla, hello Fatima, welcome. Career, when will I get a permanent job in Europe? And which country? Okay, let's see. What are Fatima? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Fatima a message? When will they get a permanent job in Europe or which country? I'm not really sure which country, but we'll see what we have here. Will Fatima get a career, a permanent career in Europe? The Four of Pentacles is in the light, so I feel like right now your energy is you're feeling very content in your energy right now. You're feeling very stable, very balanced, very down to earth. So your energy right now with attracting a permanent career towards you is very positive. So that's a good thing, right? I feel like with the moon here, there's still, I don't know, there's still a little bit of fears or doubts about moving away or when you're going to find this permanent job. I kind of feel like there's a little bit of, oh, don't really trust yourself that you're going to attract that energy towards you. But I feel like you will. Even if you have some doubts, I feel like you will. But I feel like with the moon energy here, it's kind of like looking past your fears and navigating what you need to navigate in order to achieve your goals with getting your permanent job in Europe, if that is what your desires are. Because I just feel like what's slowing you down, it could be a little bit of lack of confidence. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of boosting your confidence and truly setting your intentions of what you truly want and desire. Because you have the Nine of Pentacles, right? So I feel like you're going to be gaining that sense of independence, especially financial independence. It's just a matter of trusting yourself, boosting your confidence. Because I also feel like there's this energy of you achieving your goals and raising your standards for yourself. Like, thinking outside the box. Don't sell yourself short is what I'm trying to say. You also have the Three of Wands for taking action. So it's kind of, I feel like you work really well with others, but I think it's kind of like expanding your vision. Like, think globally, think bigger, expand your knowledge, or maybe apply for something that's a little bit above where you're currently at and see what happens. Because I feel like new beginnings is coming for you, right? The Ace of Swords, new beginnings. As soon as you get that moment of clarity of what kind of job you want to apply to, but I just feel like it's kind of like being more optimistic with your success and be more confident too. If you think that you can do this, try to apply for the level above that and see what happens. That's what I got though. Let's just see what the advice is. Let's just see what the advice is for Fatima. What is the advice here? The advice here is the Eight of Pentacles, right? You're still developing your skills, and that's okay. You can develop your skills on the job as well. You have the Death card, so something may come to a change, right? The Death card is like big changes coming your way, big transformation. You have the Knight of Swords, so someone may take action towards you in a job pretty soon. I feel like it's something that you may have applied to, or you may apply to in the next little while. The advice here is charge ahead with logic. When a project is stalled, be the one who cuts through the red tape with decisive action and speed. Just watch out for collateral damage in your path. So I feel like, you got this. Just think of the aftermath as well, though. Total transformation is coming towards you as well. And, it's kind of like if you're boring with the work, find something else that motivates you. That's what I got. I have my fingers crossed for you too that you get your dream job. It's hard out there. Thank you so much, Christine, for your donation. Thank you. General reading for Christine. Thank you so much. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Christine a message? What does Christine need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Christine a message? So for the Queen of Cups in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of, yeah, for the Queen of Cups, I just feel like there's this energy of you having a good emotional balance. And I feel like that's really good for you right now, because I feel the sense it's time for you to take care of yourself, do the things you want to do, without spreading yourself towards everybody else, right? It's kind of you owning your energy and doing it what you want to do, right? I feel that. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles too, it's like you don't have to worry about other people, just yourself. And I feel like that's going to make you more attractive as well for a new love, because I feel like there's a new love coming towards you with the Knight of Cups here. I feel like this Knight of Cups is kind of someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, very dreamy, very romantic, very sensual in their energy. You have a Strength card, yeah, so I don't know if it's their energy that has a weakness towards you, but I feel like it's coming. There is a Three of Wands, so I don't know if you're going to meet this person at work, because I feel like the two of you are going to like work together or connect together. I kind of feel like this person is like waiting for someone just like you to like just walk into their lives, and I feel like that's actually going to happen. Let's see, what does Christine need to know about this Knight of Cups coming towards her? Yeah, I feel like you're going to move past any toxic energy or move past whatever's going on. I feel like when you do that, it's going to lead you right directly to your Knight of Cups. I feel like you're going to let the past just float away behind you and not look back. I feel like things are going to be changing for you. Yeah, well, definitely some sexual desires there, right? Yeah, Three of Wands twice. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So 333, right? Manifesting. I just feel the sense of um just the natural flow of things are gonna connect. Well, that's what I thought. I hope that really comes through for you. I feel like, you need some true love. This is what I got. Ghostmaker, hello. Is there a higher purpose to my family talking down on me, or always having my name in their mouths? Let's see for Ghostmaker. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Is there a higher purpose to Ghostmaker's family always talking down to them? As soon as I started putting down this card, before I knew it was the Six of Cups, I kind of feel like they're kind of stuck. Like, I don't really believe in curses all that much, but I kind of feel like whatever this toxic energy is has been passed down for different lifetimes. And I feel like it's kind of up to you to break this cycle. So I'm not quite sure what that means for you, because I just feel like with the Six of Cups, you've carried this down for many lifetimes, this negative energy. And it's you that needs to stand up towards it and turn your Page of Pentacles back into the light, right? With being more confident in yourself and not allowing yourself to be exposed to these people who are doing these things towards you, and kind of you follow your own path. I think you feel really deeply connected to your family. So I feel like your family has been trapped in the cycle of being together for many lifetimes, and it's time for the all of you to go your separate ways, so that you're not together in the next life, kind of thing, and repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. But I just feel like with the Page of Pentacles here, there's this energy of you needing to figure out your direction and make progress with moving towards that. But I feel like you're learning more about who your true spirit is and what your true spirit is going to lead you moving forward. I feel like that does come with some meditation or some self-reflection, soul searching of what your true inner power is, and allow it to take you, because I feel like a brand new beginning is opening up for you. It's just a matter of you getting yourself out of that cycle and moving towards new growth. Right, with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like new doors are going to open towards you and bring you a bunch of abundance and manifestation and all kinds of success. But it does come with you stop denying your true purpose and moving towards it by turning your judgment into the light. Let's see, can we get some advice for Ghostmaker with this energy? Can we get some advice for Ghostmaker with this energy? How can Ghostmaker move forward? How can Ghostmaker move forward? That's what wanted to come out. So yeah, I feel like you may go through a phase of self-destruction while you're trying to find your path, but I feel like the truth is just going to come towards you. I don't know if it's going to come towards you during soul searching or what, but there's going to be fast, quick, unexpected changes, and you're going to see the doors start opening and you choosing which one you want to move towards. I feel like it's moving towards one where you're meeting new people, new energy, building your own new thing. But that's what I thought. Chrissy, what does Chrissy need to know right now? Love reading for Chrissy. Journey spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. I want to come and give Chrissy a message. What does Chrissy need to know right now? Four of Wands. I feel like we're going to be meeting somebody. I feel like a committed relationship is coming towards you. Page of Pentacles. I knew a committed relationship was coming towards you. Look at that. I feel like someone's going to be like expressing themselves towards you or asking you out or whatever's going on there. I feel like there's someone who is very slow and steady in their energy, but also very reliable, very self-disciplined. Because I feel like they're wanting a long-term partner. I feel like there's someone who's like a family person, who's always ready to help, always ready to give a hand kind of thing. And I feel like the two of you are going to celebrate your love together and build a commitment or a legacy together. And I feel like this person is not going to make you feel like you need to be on guard, not going to make you feel like you need to prove yourself or anything like that. And I feel like the two of you are going to have your independence together. Like, I feel like, you know, they're not going to like take all your money or whatever. I feel like you're both going to be equal and have a good balance between each other. Let's see, what is the love energy between these two? What is the love energy between Chrissy and this person that's coming towards Chrissy in love? What is the energy between this person and Chrissy? So it says, love may come with sacrifices, so evaluate what you're willing to give up. Not quite sure what that means for you, but it says love can be blind, and sure you're not overlooking red flags. So making sure that you are finding the Page of Pentacles here. You're not being misguided by the wrong person. You have sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love is coming through. Let's see if we can get an idea of when this person is coming. When is this person coming towards Chrissy? When is this person coming towards Chrissy? Okay, this is why this came out, right? It says sacrifices and love may be blind if you're not overlooking red flags. So on your third attempt is when you're going to find them. You may find them in a waiting room or when you're waiting for something in some sort of afternoon. To me, this looks like it may happen in the fall, but I don't know. Could be as early as, yeah, in the fall, I think. If not in the fall, it could be spring. That's what I got. Hopefully the fall is coming soon. Hi Mira, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Who's David interested in romance? Okay. Who's David interested in romance? Do I fit in? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, universe, fae? Who does David want? Who's David's love interest in romance? Any spirit guides, ancestors, universe, fae? Who's David's love interest in romance? I feel like David is not really picky on a specific type of person that for their love interest, but I do feel like they're in the phase right now of learning more about who or what kind of personality they feel like they can really connect with. In romance, I feel like they know they don't want someone who is slow and set on their ways, and I feel like they're not really looking for like an earth sign type of person. There is the Seven of Swords in the dark too, so I feel like they don't want someone who like sneaks around or someone who is not honest or someone they're not gonna trust. I feel like they want someone where there's a good balance between the two of you where they don't feel like they're doing all of the work. But yeah, I feel like someone who is honest and doesn't lie seems to be a strong thing that they are very focused on. And they just want to fall in love. Like, I feel like they want the whole 9 yards, right? That emotional fulfillment, that harmony, home, work life balance kind of thing, that family kind of energy. What else does David want in a relationship? Let's see. What else does David want in a relationship? Yeah, I feel like they want someone who doesn't run away when things get hard. Um, who kind of like old traditions and old family values kind of thing. With a strong sex drive seems to be a thing that's coming through here as well, right? I just feel this energy of them, kind of thinking outside the box when it comes to sexuality and love and romance. Yeah, so they haven't quite decided who the person is. Let's see, is Mira the person who fits into this energy? Is Mira the person who fits into this energy? The Page of Pentacles is a yes card, but it's in the dark. So I'm not quite sure what that means for you. That's what I got. Gator, let's see for Gator. What are Bree's feelings for Gator? After I sent her this morning's text, good morning, Bree. I hope your work day flies by like the 9 car gonna fly around the track tomorrow. Let's see for Gator. What are Breeze feelings for Gator. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What are Breeze feelings for Gator right now? Oh man, there's some negative energy coming through here. I don't know if they were just in like a mood this morning or what's going on there. Because the Two of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like there was a little bit of an imbalance between the two of you. The Five of Wands, though, I feel like whatever it is, they were kind of avoiding. I don't know if they're avoiding communicating with you. I don't know if it's had some communication, but I just feel like they're avoiding the whole thing. There was the Empress in the dark too, so I feel like they weren't in the best mood for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure what they were moody about, but yeah. Overall, there's a good balance between the two of you. There's good give and take energy going on there. I feel like there's no hard feelings. It's just maybe just a day. What does Gator need to know about Bree's feelings right now? The Queen of Wands. So I feel like overall she was very confident. I feel like she was trusting her intuition. I feel like she doesn't have a lot of strong feelings towards you, though. She was at work. Yeah. I feel like she didn't have a lot of strong feelings. I feel like she was quite busy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't feel like there's any negative feelings, but there's not a lot of positive feelings either. Like, it was just, it was just kind of like an okay type of mood is what I'm picking up here. I feel like Marie is very guarded. Her energy is very hard to read. That's what I got though. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably why. For elephant. Let's see for elephant. Career advice for interviews with my dream company on Friday. Ooh, for elephant. Let's see. Advice for elephant with the careers on Friday. Is there any spiritual guides answers say? What does elephant need to know about advice for their career interviews with their dream company on Friday? What does elephant need to know about this energy? The Nine of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like it's a matter of relax, take a deep breath, meditate. I feel like just releasing all the worries, all the anxieties, all the stresses, and just feel good about it, right? I feel like this is your dream job, you have nothing to worry about, right? I just feel the sense of you being who you are. Stick to your truth, stick to your own values and beliefs, and just be who you are. I feel like you don't need to pretend to be anyone just to fit in. The Knight of Pentacles is in the light, so I feel like there is a good success. I feel like the interviews can go really well. We all came through in the dark, and you also have the Fool, right? New beginnings, a new leap of faith, moving forward. You have, with the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like there's energy of going in with being calm, cool, collective, be patient in your energy. Things may be going slow during the interview. Kind of energy. I also feel like there's this energy of coming up with practical solutions to whatever they're asking you, or be prepared for practical solutions if they're asking any questions. Because I feel like it's a matter of answering the questions from your heart. You don't need to try to memorize anything. Just be genuine. Just allow yourself to answer with following your heart seems to be the advice that wants to come through here. And I feel like you will have a new beginning here. Your journey has begun. I guess it's going to begin on Friday is what I'm feeling. But that's what I got. Let's see what kind of advice I can get here. What other advice can we give to elephant? What other advice Can we give the elephant? The Wheel of Fortune actually wants to come out for you as well. Luck, timing, and destiny is on your side. Yeah, Queen of Cups. I feel like it's a matter of leading with your heart through the interviews. Eight of Cups is in the dark, so it's kind of, you know, allow yourself to be you. Don't try to control your energy all too much. I feel like they really want us to be the true elephant. The true you. Fine, hello. Her current energy towards our relationship we're building. Will she put in the effort? Let's see for Fine. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Fine a message? What is her current energy towards the relationship we're building? Will she put in the effort towards Fine? Any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae? Will she put in a effort in the relationship that they're building with Fine? It's not a no that she won't, but it's not looking good either. There's some doubtful energy, there's some hesitation, there's some pushback for whatever reason. I don't know what that is about. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark though. So I feel like she's a little bit inflexible. I feel like she has her structure, her routine, her things that she does that she has trouble with compromising on. You have the Ten of Cups in the dark too. So I feel like there's this energy of her struggling with like home relationship balance or home relationship work balance kind of thing. I feel like that's something that she struggles with in general. The Sun is in the dark, so she's not feeling very positive about the relationship right now. I feel like it's not really that she's not feeling positive about the relationship. She's not feeling positive of where she stands in the relationship, if that makes any sense. I feel like she may feel like she doesn't know how to give you what you're wanting, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like she doesn't know how to give you the attention or to fulfill all what you feel she needs to put in for as effort. So I don't really feel like she doesn't want to put in the effort. I feel like she just doesn't know how, if that makes sense. I just feel like there's a big blockage here that she's struggling to overcome, you know, because I think there is love, there is passion, there is enlightenment that wants to come through, but it's being blocked. Yeah. What advice can we give to Fine? What advice can we give to Fine about this energy? Oh man. I don't know if I kind of feel like the advice is to you give in to her. Like meet her where she is instead of having her meet up with your expectations. So I don't feel like it's a matter of you putting in more effort. I feel like it's more about you pulling back but still being there with her and kind of seeing where things go from there. You know, both of you do your own thing, but also be together at the same time. I feel like that may make you feel a little defeated and a little bit guarded. I don't know. That's the advice that's coming through. Yeah. That's what I got. Vincent, thank you so much again for another donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Shall I go out tonight or just stay home? Let's see, Vincent. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, demons, or fae? Should Vincent go out tonight or just stay home? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, demons, or fae? Should Vincent just go out? Should Vincent go out? There's no no's to not go out, but there's no yes, you should go out either. It's kind of like, I don't know. The Four of Cups is kind of like, there could potentially be a fresh new opportunity out there. There could be some positive vibes out there. But is your energy ready and prepared for whatever's out there kind of thing? Because I feel like there's a little bit of lack of get up and go motivation kind of energy. I feel like, the energy is kind of vibing around this emperor who's very comfy on their chair there. Let's see. Should Vincent stay home? Should Vincent stay home? Is there any spirit guides, answer, dreams, or fae? Should Vincent just stay in today? Two of Pentacles. It feels like you need to weigh your options if you're going to stay in or not. So I don't know if it's like, do you have money to go out and mingle? Or should you save it and order in? I don't know. That's what I got. There you go. Let your heart decide. Thank you everyone so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I will be back tomorrow for more readings, so that's going to be fun. But everybody have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow for more readings. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you.